Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and another Musicians React. Here we are to react to Ed Sheeran's new song, Bad Habits. I have not seen it, I have no idea. He's been on a hiatus, so I'm excited to see what he's coming back with.
Every time I go on a hiatus, I come back with bad habits.
So we'll see what Ed Sheeran has in store for us. We have songs, Andrea and Sean is our band name. Our newest song is Moonpool. Feel free to stream it. And here we are, getting into this right now.
The salon.
Huh. Is that Ed?
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I let you take control.
Huh.
Alright.
This is definitely...
Got some Vampire Joker vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
So far.
I mean, I don't really know my opinion, but like...
His lips aren't normally like that, right?
I don't...
Are those natural lips?
I,
Whenever they do people up, I don't know how they do it. Like, I'm pretty sure those are fake teeth and nails. But the lips...
I mean, I would love to know. I mean, if he's just doing this for fun, that's one thing. I don't really know.
Oh, you think this might be his new look? This isn't for fun?
I mean, I don't know.
This is like the new Ed Sheeran?
I don't know.
I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone.
Oh!
Conversations with a stranger up in a note.
What is this?
This doesn't sound like Ed Sheeran, does it?
It sounds nothing like Ed Sheeran.
It sounds more like Passenger than Ed Sheeran to me so far.
I have no idea. The
Let It Go
soundtrack just kind of gives me Dua Lipa vibes.
I mean, I guess that's the sound of the day.
Exactly.
I don't know if this is a good look for Ed.
I don't. Like, we're musicians, but like also from a fashion standpoint, I have no idea what's happening.
I like the suit.
I don't know. I don't really know my opinion. Like, I don't really know. It's the bad habit that he's actually like low-key a vampire. Like, is that?
Yeah, is the blood sucking thing? I mean, we haven't seen if he sucks blood or not yet. I'm assuming maybe he will. Is the fashion the bad habit?
I mean, it's definitely unique. I will give that to him.
Yeah.
It's just not what I expected when I think of Ed Sheeran after 2 years.
He's like, I'm into skinny ties now. It's like, well, what about the vampire thing? Oh, that too.
This will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white I stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you.
Honestly, this sounds literally nothing like him.
It
like,
does,
not in a bad way, but like it just. If you've never heard Ed Sheeran before, like.
If I didn't see Ed Sheeran dressed like a cross between the Joker and Elton John and something from Twilight, I wouldn't have known this is Ed Sheeran.
Oh, for real.
You know what I mean? I swear, I would have.
Thought this was a new artist.
I would have guessed this is Passenger taking into that Let Her Go song. That's what I think of him, right? Yeah. It's interesting, you know, he kind of stands out in the crowd here with his vampire squad.
I think he's also intentional because he's wearing like a pink suit, you know.
And also because Ed Sheeran's he doesn't have vampire energy. You know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely understand. Like, and it's like cool. It's a cool world. It looks cool. Like, from
you know what this is? This is the sequel to A-Team. This is the dead hooker coming back to life.
Stop.
That's a vampire.
No.
I see you, Ed. I get it, man.
I get it in the storyline.
Okay, I'm right. I'm in it now. Oh.
Every pure intention ends with a good time start.
Oh my gosh. She's cool.
The slow-mo walk. Yeah, she's my favorite. Oh.
What? Is that like the old Ed Sheeran is dead kind of like? It's like the Taylor Swift like, oh, she can't come to the phone right now, except it's Ed Sheeran.
In a very interesting way, I suppose maybe.
You know, I mean, it's his deflated body.
Deflated Ed Sheeran body. That's an image that's now burned into my mind forever. Is it actual Ed Sheeran being deflated by new Joker vampire Elton John Ed Sheeran?
I mean, it's definitely, I will not forget this music video. But why does he sound so different? Just more auto-tune or something?
It's very, very highly produced.
Highly compressed.
Right? So yeah, very super compressed. Like that. Again, it's the sound of the day. I don't want to sound like a hater.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran's a great singer. To me,
I
Ed
agree.
Sheeran's always going to be original acoustic looper Ed Sheeran. That's who Ed is in my heart. You know? Not the getting sued for stealing music Ed Sheeran. It's that original A-Team, like that's a great album. So I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm being salty, but the cool thing about his voice is how when it gets dynamic, it kind of cracks in like a good way. And it happens here in the chorus of this song. But again, it's so compressed that it's not a dynamic moment when it happens. It's like you can hear the crack and you can hear that kind of really cool vocal fry thing that he does sometimes, but it's on the same level as everything else, which is why I think
Compression explained.
yes, yeah, kind of, I guess.
Compression just makes like everything.
Yeah, it makes the quiet parts and the louder emotional parts the same volume. So usually, like I guess for example, like the "Gimme Love" thing that he sings over and over again, how he sings it big and it kind of cracks when he's up high. I guess for lack of a better word or whatever. It has more emotion to it because it's kind of uncompressed. But this is more just like pop, you're right, Dua Lipa-ish compressed, which is fine. I guess it's a new direction,
I mean, it's still a bop. I feel like it's just hard to separate the
It is a
song
bop. It's a bop.
from the music video.
Yes, exactly. There's a huge disconnect between this World War Z vampire pink suit music video. I guess we can assume that killing people is a bad habit. Right?
I mean, I guess.
So that's the connection that I'm making now, but it is a bop, 4 on the floor, bop, synthesizer. Oh!
Whoa. nice job, Ed. What a contribution he's making.
I know, right? Huh. Oh, the splits! Did you see that guy?
What the heck is happening?
Chaos.
It's so funny. He's like,
This is like
computerized.
Florida when the COVID restrictions got lifted. This is like
third weekend of COVID.
or before the COVID restrictions were lifted and the Lightning won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Remember in like peak COVID and everyone just rushed the streets and all the Florida residents are like, guys, we look bad. Not enough already as it is.
It's so true. I love how he's just like vibing while these like computer CGI weird people are like flipping everywhere.
It's unclear to me if he's actually adding to the chaos or just moving
I don't know.
through it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're connected or not.
If
it could be that girl with the eye patch.
Yes, I'm not super intimidated by Elton John, Ed Sheeran, Pink Suit Vampire. I would be so salty if that's how I died. If I lived in a world with vampires and this was the one that took me out, I would be so upset about that. But, again, we're all mortal.
Huh.
Oh. Oh, guitar.
That was a really good moment with the crack, but it sounds
Yes.
like not like the Ed Sheeran crack.
Right? You know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
I just heard it. It's like compressed and also tuned.
Yes.
So it sounds different.
Yeah, he doesn't, he runs his notes as good singers do. You know what I mean? Like whatever, they'll start on one note and they'll run it up. When it's like super produced, you kind of lose some of that because it's so on it. Which again, I'm not hating.
It's just the different stuff.
Yeah, it's just,
and as musicians, we're just pointing it out.
That's right. But yeah, for that little breakdown, that breakdown's probably my favorite part of the song because hey, acoustic guitar. You
Back
know,
to his
it's
roots.
like that's Ed doing his thing. And then it's funny. We also have, if we can go back a little bit, where we have these people coming behind him. Let's watch that part again.
This?
All right, yeah.
Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't.
Right there.
I got nothing left to lose or use or do my bad habits lead to.
It's funny. So it's like we have these fur coats that are like the same sleeve color as Ed's hair. So it almost looks like there's little like Muppets of Ed Sheeran behind him, like dancing behind his head.
Hold on, we have to go back.
Right?
Ah.
See what I mean?
And he's back.
I know, right?
Huh.
So this is interesting, actually, and I want to add a personal anecdote, if I may. When I was a boy growing up, they called me the Daywalker. Do you know why they called me that?
No.
Because I had fire ginger Ed Sheeran hair during the summer, but in the winter it would turn this color.
Huh?
Very strange. So I was like 25% pure ginger, but it would change depending on the seasons. So I wasn't like a ginger per se, but I could like get along with the brown hair people. So they called me a Daywalker, that being a reference to the vampire movie Blade, where Blade was a vampire that could walk in the day, which is actually what we're seeing Ed allegedly at the end of the video. All the other vampires are burning when the sun comes out, but he just turns back into regular Ed. So he's like the Daywalker Blade. Apparently.
Is that kind of like, do you think that's actually intentional?
I think it's Blade referenced, yes.
Oh, because that guy's also a
I don't
ginger?
think he intentionally stole that moment from my personal childhood.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to have a huge ego to think that Ed Sheeran would steal something of yours personally. But I think it actually makes sense in the Blade universe, you know?
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't even know. I think that he's just adjusting his sound to be more
The modern trends.
modern,
Yeah.
which you should if you're trying to be an actual pop artist, because that's
Yes.
what you're supposed to do. If you're like a pop artist, you gotta remain relevant. Like,
Yeah, if that's what you're going
yeah,
for, sure. So I'm
that's
not.
what you want. I'm not mad at
not-
it.
not mad at
also,
it.
I think it's kind of a bop, but it's just hard to separate when the
Yes.
music video. Like, I think it was just kind of for fun to create like a cool world in your song, but it was just a little bit. Like, I'm not really here. I feel like he just looks better as his normal self.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I do get it.
That's a good point. Like, it's hard for me to evaluate if I like the song or not because the music video is so wild,
Yes.
I guess. So maybe we'll have to listen to it again. I'd like to hear what it sounds like acoustic, too.
So would I.
You know?
Probably.
Maybe we should cover.
No.
In vampire makeup.
No.
The Daywalker. The Daywalker strikes
So
again.
thank you guys so much for watching this comprehensive video of Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. And if you have any other requests, feel free to let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.